Y'all, Gypsy is trying too hard to make people believe that her life is parallel to the Disney movie Tangled. She's also been doing lives, posting odd videos, and hasn't had Aurora, and admitted that on her live that Ken had Aurora, and this was her first time without Aurora, which is also really odd because of the videos she's been posting. Seems like she hasn't been with Aurora for about a week now, from what we can tell. But if y'all haven't seen the Father's Day post video and all of that we did, we'll link the description, or we'll link the video at the top of this description box of this video for y'all, because y'all really should see this video and that video. It's wild what Gypsy's been doing, like she's spiraling out of control again. Y'all know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But we're going to get into some of that in this video. So, welcome to Night Combos.
Welcome back. Hubby's here.
Hey, hubby.
Hey, lovey.
Aw. Hey, y'all. Also, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. We truly appreciate all of you. Y'all are amazing, and we appreciate y'all. And speaking of that, we truly appreciate all of our subscribers. It's been with us from the very beginning all the way to now. And we truly appreciate all of our new subscribers. Thank you all so, so much.
Also, we just want to say thank you for a super thanks we got.
Yes, thank you so much. We received a super thanks on our previous video, and they didn't say if we could say their name or not, so I'm sorry, but if you wanted your name said, just let us know, and we'll be happy to give you a shout out in the next video. But I will say this, the super thanks said that it was from 2 of our Aussie viewers from Australia, 2 of our viewers from Australia. So thank you so, so much for that. We are so grateful for that. We truly appreciate it so much. It helps us and the channel so, so much. So thank you for that. So some of y'all may have seen this, and some of y'all may not have, but y'all remember like a week or 2 ago when Gypsy posted this on her TikTok? And she posted an AI version of herself turning into mermaid, you know, because we all know she's obsessed with Disney and Disney princesses. And so she posted this AI thing where it'll turn you into a mermaid. And speaking of her TikTok, look at what it looked like just 4 days ago, y'all. You see that she only had 7 videos on here. And of course, none of the views match up with the amount of followers she has. Now it says 9.5 million followers, and it says only 30-something thousand likes or 30-something million likes. It's still not, and that's from the beginning of her channel. The amount of likes she has is from the beginning of her channel, and it includes videos that she has now deleted. But y'all can see right here in the description, all it has is her YouTube link right there, and that's it. Now look, Gypsy's done wrote in the bio section of her TikTok, Gypsy Rose, author, advocate, influencer, TV, and it just says TV. It doesn't say like TV shows or I've had a TV show, nothing. It just simply says TV. And then Mama to Aurora. And then it has her YouTube channel link. But Gypsy, just because you sat in the bathroom with a piece of computer paper with cyberbully printed out on it and made a little video talking about how you, your family, and Ken, and even your friends, Bree, have been cyberbullied, which y'all haven't. Y'all are the ones that are doing the cyberbullying.
Yeah.
And we don't like to say this side and that side and all of that, but sometimes that's the only way to describe it. But that side is the only one that is doing bullying and all of that. But just because you made a little video like that, Gypsy, does not make you an advocate. And you dang sure are not an influencer. I mean, you're influencing people, yes, but you're influencing them in the wrong ways. I know we showed this on our previous video, but this is so important, Gypsy, since you want to call yourself an influencer now. This is the type of behavior you're influencing. And also, she is reposting stuff like this, y'all. Gypsy has reposted this person's video onto her own TikTok. So that means you're what? Advocating and for this type of behavior and influencing this type of behavior, and you're proud of it? Gypsy, if you really want to make a change in the world or be a decent person, then maybe you should take the steps necessary to speak out against stuff like this and say, no, don't do something like this. This was not okay. What I did was not okay, and no one else should feel like it is okay.
Potentially unpopular opinion here, I don't understand why everybody hates Gypsy Rose so much. Like, there's a lot of us who love her, and like, I personally just think she's fucking adorable and sweet. And I know that if I was put in the position that she was put in way back in the day, I'd have done the same fucking shit, bro. Like,
you hear that? She would have done the same effing shoot, bro. Like, she said it. She said that she would have unalived her parents as well. Are you proud of that, Gypsy? That's not something to be proud of.
Are you kidding me? You people who hate her are just saying, like, I would have done it differently. I would have...
No. See, we're not saying we hate her. Y'all are thinking that because we're simply putting out the facts and the truth about her. And you don't know that, bless your heart, because you don't have any facts or truth about this thing that you call oh so sweet and adorable. That's the problem. So many people think Gypsy's just this poor, sweet, adorable, innocent little victim, and she's not.
I've done this. You knew nothing. You had nothing. You had no one to base anything off of. You live in a shell where the only things you know are what your mother tells you, and then finally one day you get a Facebook, you get internet, you get access to learn all the things that all of us already know.
Well, how do you explain her being on the internet and Facebook and all of that way before she ever unalived her mom? How do you explain her running off with men way older than her, way before she unalived her mom? How do you explain all that then? If she didn't have access to the internet or any of that stuff, and she was just so trapped and chained up and all this stuff that people like you want to believe because you don't want to hear any truth or facts, how do you explain that? You can't.
And she's like, hold the fucking wait, what? Wait, what? She learned her entire childhood was seriously horrific abuse. And you think she's just supposed to be like, let me call the cops and see what they have to say about it. Let me call DCF, see if they're going to help me out.
No. See, that's where you don't have any truth or facts. See, the police came to her house. DCFS, Child Protective Services, came to her house. They put her in a different room. They questioned her. She didn't say anything. Yeah, you could say she might have been too scared to. Okay, fine. What about when she was having sleep studies done? Not anything major. She wasn't having a surgery or anything. All she had to do was simply sleep, okay? And they were just simply watching her while she slept, the doctors were, to do a sleep study, okay? It's very non-invasive. It's non-invasive at all, matter of fact. It's not even as bad as having your blood drawn, okay? It's literally you sleeping. Her mom could not stay with her during that. She wanted her mom to be able to stay with her during that, though. So explain that one. Also, like I was saying, her mom couldn't stay with her during that. So she had many multiple opportunities to speak up and say something to someone and say, I don't want to go back home with her. I'm scared of her. I'm scared of my mom. I don't want to go back home. And yes, so many children who are being abused will actually speak up and say something like that. Or you can tell it in their behavior, how they act. When the person that is abusing them comes to pick them up or comes near them, you can see their facial expressions and how they act. And you can see that child is not acting right. None of that was ever found on Gypsy. Because she wasn't being abused. She wasn't being tied up. She wasn't being chained up. Which leads us into what we're about to talk about.
What the fuck should she have done, honestly?
Exactly what I just said. I'm just saying. So, Gypsy, you're definitely not an advocate, and you're influencing all of the wrong things. You don't want to be a better person. You don't want to try to be a real advocate or influence for the right things. Y'all look at this from her live, and Becca Scoops talked about this on her last video where she done a live. It was great. She had Toddy up, case studies. She had another guy from TikTok, Justin. She had several people up, and she was doing giveaways and all of that. It was a really good live. We missed the actual live, but we rewatched it. But it was really good. But she made this point as well in her video. Y'all really should go watch that if y'all haven't. But look at this. Right here, from Gypsy's own live. This grown-A woman that Gypsy loves to hang out with, this older woman, Sheena, is now, she was using Toddy One Skip's profile picture. Now she's using another content creator who speaks out about Gypsy's picture instead of her own. Sheena, we know what you look like. Why are you so embarrassed to use your own face? Like, why? I don't get it. Why is she so ashamed? I really don't know.
No, she does it to make fun of other people.
She does. And they're racist. They are racist as I don't know what. Y'all, and these people like Cece and Sarah and Melanie that you see in the chat, and every single one of these people that you see over here in the panel are all like a part of her cult, literally. Every last one of them will believe, even the lady that made her cookies for her baby shower is a part of this little cult now. It's sad because people think, oh, she's so adorable and cute and pitiful and she didn't have the internet until she got out of prison and blah, blah, blah. No. Please get some facts. You don't even have to work hard for it anymore. It's just simply out there. You can go to anyone's page, any creator that speaks out about Gypsy and speaks facts and truth on Gypsy, and you can get any of the information you need to know. To know that, no, this person here is not this sweet, innocent, adorable little thing that just had to unalive her mom. No, she's the only case in the world, y'all, ever in history who unalived their alleged Munchausen by proxy abuser. Literally. She's the only one. Okay, something's not right about that. But not only does Gypsy, Bree, and the other minions, cult minions, follow these TikTok pages that they've made of Flawless Nina, like drawings of Flawless Nina, where she has, like, they colored it in where she has a black face and huge, big pink lips and a big nose and all of that. Then they also made one where the profile picture is a dolphin with big pink lips and obviously the big dolphin nose and a blonde wig on, and they all follow them. Even Christy follows them, y'all. I didn't think Chrissy would stoop that low. I mean, I knew she would go low, but I didn't think she would stoop that low. But this just proves they're racist. And now they're coming after this black woman who speaks out against Gypsy. And again, for those of you who may not know, this is Bree on the left, Gypsy in the middle. This is Sheena on the right. Okay, this is a much older woman on the right. This is Sheena, the one who loves to use Toddy One Skip's picture, which I don't know why, because Toddy looked good in the profile picture, so I don't get it. Just like the black woman, she looks good, she looks fine in the profile picture. But she does it to harass and bully. So, Gypsy, you saying that, oh, well, I'm not responsible for what my friends do? Well, you are, because that was your live. The live that we posted the other day of Gypsy. She was the host. Gypsy was the host. You can see it right up at the top right here. Gypsy is the one, y'all see up here, Gypsy Rose. She was the host of this live, and she allowed this right here. She should have said right then and there, hey friend, I don't agree with what you're doing, making fun of this content creator, that's cyberbullying. I don't do that. I'm trying to be an advocate against that type of thing. So I'm going to take you off the panel for right now. If you want to change your profile picture, then you can come back up. Or if not, I'll talk to you on the flip side. But no, not Gypsy. No, she sits there and laughs about it with Sheena. So no, Gypsy, you are not an advocate, and you're definitely not an influencer like you think you are or like you want to be or act like you want to be. You really don't want to be, but the way you act like you want to be. We talk about this more in the Father's Day post video, but she's been posting videos of cutting grass and doing other things, and she's also made a post just a few hours ago, matter of fact, on Father's Day, just a few hours ago, she posted a post to Ken, and it's almost like a message to him, if you ask us anyway, for our opinion, yeah. Like, it's like she's trying to let him know something. But again, we talk about that in that video, so we'll link that at the top of this description box. But take a look at this. Sorry, before we get to it, I wanted to show y'all this one other thing. Gypsy does this weird dance, 'cause we all know she don't know how to dance, okay? She cannot move her body at all whatsoever. But, y'all, she does this dance, and she has at the bottom of the post, at Bree, whatever her TikTok thing is, at Free Bree, for you, girl, with a smiley face and hearts around the face, like a hug emoji. And she's sitting here doing this dance, saying, this is for you, Bree. Okay, but we all know that Bree cyberbullies people, and so does all your little minions and everything. So why are you sitting here doing this dance for her and promoting her and supporting this type of behavior, Gypsy, if you're wanting to speak out about cyberbullying? I mean, you are getting worse and worse and worse. Hopefully, you don't get off parole. Okay, so we have to play this on mute because it has the Disney Tangled music playing in the background. And if a lot of y'all remember, about, a month ago, maybe? She was standing with someone in her comments asked for a day in the life video, and so she posted that comment at the top of her video, and the only thing that was in the video was her standing in front of the TV holding Aurora, singing the Disney movie Tangled song. Okay, it was awful. I'll just say that. It was awful. I'm not one to speak. I can't sing either, but I'm just saying it was awful. Okay, but y'all can see here that Gypsy tried to curl her hair, and she's saying, what was the inspiration for my hairstyle? Look what she writes. A certain princess was raised by an evil woman who used her for selfish reasons, kept the princess from living a life of her own, ... And she's talking about the movie Tangled. She fought for her freedom and broke away from her captivity and returned to her loving family. So y'all can see that we wrote on here, keywords, quote, she broke away. She didn't unalive anyone, Gypsy. She broke away. She just left. She didn't unalive anyone. And then it says, so she broke away from her, this evil woman that was raising her, found her true family, then found true love. Gypsy, you are not a princess. Please get that through your head. And lived happily ever after. Sometimes fairy tales have real life parallels. Gypsy, this is not you. This is not a parallel to your life. Okay? Because in the movie Tangled, which is like a revamp of the Rapunzel story, the girl was raised by a woman, and she was an evil woman who kept her like locked up at the top of this tall tower. She had really long hair, all of that. But a prince didn't climb up her hair to save her like in Rapunzel. It was different. She was able to use her hair to swing it out the window and escape and all that. Anyway, you'd have to watch the movie, but it's kind of like Rapunzel. She uses her hair to escape regardless. And then when she finds her true family, she cuts all of her hair off really short. Matter of fact, as short as Gypsy's hair is now. And Gypsy's trying to say here that her life is parallel to, meaning the same exact as the girl in the movie Tangled, which is a cartoon movie. Gypsy, you are not a cartoon, and you are not a princess. And you are definitely not a Disney princess. So please stop trying so hard. Stop it. Just stop. You're not. This is not you. This is not your life. You are not chained up. You are not held hostage. You were not kept away from your real family or any of that. But it's funny that you say that, because where was your daddy when you were growing up? Why was he not in the courts trying to fight for rights to see you? Why was he not in the courts trying to fight for visitation of you? He wasn't. He wasn't. But again, we'll get into that more in our Father's Day post. That one's very detailed and very interesting. I promise y'all are going to want to see it. But what are y'all's thoughts on all of this? We want to know y'all's thoughts and opinions on Gypsy, one, promoting and actually supporting cyberbullying, and even doing a dance to like thank Bree for keeping all of her secrets. Because we all know that if Bree was to get pissed off at Gypsy or not talk to her anymore, or flip sides or whatever, finally wake up and see the truth, then, you know, she would have a lot to say about Gypsy. So I think that's the only reason she made that dance. Bree feels oh so flattered about it. But Bree, she only done that to make sure you keep your mouth shut about anything you know about her. Okay? So don't feel so flattered. Y'all let us know what y'all think about all of this, and Gypsy trying so daggum hard to make people believe that she's this adorable, innocent, perfect little thing that never did anything wrong, and she was just so chained up and didn't know anything about the internet or Facebook. Listen, she used Facebook to commit her crime. She used the internet to commit her crime. So how can you say that, lady? Or not lady, but girl, whatever. Like, y'all, this is so ridiculous. But let us know what y'all think in the comment section down below. And if you're not already, please make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our videos. All of the things, and we would truly appreciate it so very much. We can't wait to conversate with y'all in the comment section about this. And we are working on getting it together and learning how to do the live so that we can put the parole video part 2 up and do it as a live for y'all. So, yeah, we're working on that. So, just give us a couple days. We're trying to get that done. If we don't get it done within the next day or so, then we'll just make a video like we did in part 1. But we'll see y'all in the next one, and we hope y'all have a good night, and God bless.
Have a good night, and God bless.
Bye.
Bye.